Welcome to the third meditation in this series. I'm publishing a meditation every Sunday if you'd like to meditate with me. And I would recommend doing the meditation once a day. You can do it more than that if you want to. But it's for the changes that are happening throughout this year. Major changes going on. We've got a lot of geomagnetic changes on the earth, which is changing our consciousness as well. We are vibrating at the same frequencies as the earth itself, and so it affects us, not only the planet. So never been a more important time for us to meditate, to soothe our nervous system and to tune in, because we want to be a part of these shifts that are happening. If you want more information about the shifts, I wrote a book way back in 2011 about it called Beyond 2012. You'll find that on Amazon. But let's meditate together. So finding a comfortable place to sit or lie down. You close your eyes, make sure that your spine is straight. And let's take some deep breaths together. We're going to breathe deeply in through the nose, and then we're going to blow out through pursed lips, like you're blowing out through a straw, as slowly as possible. So let's start now. Breathing in. Slowly out. Into the belly, in through the nose. Slowly as possible out. In through the nose. And slowly out. That settled our nervous system somewhat to get us into that rest and digest parasympathetic state. And we can take it even deeper now. Like moving around the body and relaxing each of the muscles and each of the parts of the body as we go. So let's start in our left toes, moving into the arch of the foot and into the heel of the foot, to the left ankle. From the left ankle, let's move up the calf of the left leg to the knee, relaxing that knee, and moving up the thigh to the left hip. Feeling the femur within the hip socket and just letting that go now, relaxing it. There's no need to hold on to that leg. Moving into the right toes now. Let's move into the arch of the foot, the heel, and the right ankle. Up the calf of the right leg to the right knee, relaxing all of that lower leg. From the right knee up the thigh to the hip, feeling the femur within the hip socket and just letting that go. Letting it relax and loosen. Into the left fingers now. Let's move into the palm of the hand. You might want to do circles around the palm of your hand, just with your mind. And moving into the thumb, and then into the wrist of the left arm. Moving up all of those little muscles of the forearm, and into the elbow, relaxing the elbow. Moving up the bicep and the tricep of the left arm to the left shoulder. When we get to the left shoulder, just dropping it down and away from the ear. Sometimes we can hitch our shoulders up without realizing it and hold tension there. So just letting that left shoulder go. And then moving into the right fingers, into the palm of the hand, doing some circles and spirals in the right hand, in the palm, and then moving into the right thumb. From the thumb, let's move into the right wrist and move up all of those little muscles of the forearm to the right elbow, relaxing the whole of the lower arm. From the right elbow, let's go up the bicep and the tricep of the upper arm up to the right shoulder, and feeling that right shoulder moving down and away from the ear. Letting both shoulders go now. From the shoulders, let's move to the glutes. Feel whatever you're sitting on or lying on, that point of contact. And then feel those big muscles of the glute just melt away and be supported by whatever it's on. Moving into the base of the spine now, let's move slowly up the spine, vertebra by vertebra. And as we go, let's just straighten up a little bit, lengthening, getting a little bit taller. So moving up the spine. When we get to the neck, let's make some movements to relax the neck. Let's move our right ear to our right shoulder. Once we're doing that stretch, let's take a deep breath. And then release. Lifting the head up to neutral again, and then let's move it left ear to the left shoulder. Again, once you're in that stretch, let's take a deep breath. And then let that go. Back up to neutral. Let's look over the right shoulder now. As far as it will go without turning your body, just turning your head. And then back to neutral. Let's look over the left shoulder. Back to neutral again. Let's look down, chin to chest. And back to neutral again. Let's look up to the sky, lifting that chin up as far as it can go. Back to neutral. Let's just move the head backwards now, chin backwards. Then moving the head forward, poking your chin out. Moving it backwards again. And then come to a neutral position. Now the neck should be more relaxed. Let's move into the jaw. You might like to open your mouth wide to release the jaw. And wiggle it around a little. And then closing the mouth gently, resting your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Moving into the cheeks, let's relax the cheeks. Moving the eyeballs down and back into the eye sockets. Softening the eyes, softening the eyebrows, and the whole of the forehead. And then the scalp, releasing the whole of the scalp. And now let's put our attention onto our breath. So you might like to notice the movement of your chest up and down, or the sensation of the air passing your nostrils, or any other movement or something that you notice about the breath, anything that's easy for you to focus on. You might like to focus on your belly moving in and out with each breath. Settling into a rhythmic, relaxed breathing pattern. And being consciously aware of it. Notice how there's a little pause in between breaths. There's a little pause after you breathe out. And there's also a little pause after you breathe in too. Breathing into every cell in our body now. Breathing into the mind. Are you breathing into the mind? Or is the mind breathing you? Breathing into the earth below you now. Are you breathing into the earth? Or is the earth breathing you? As you're tuning into your body on a deeper level, on a more subtle level, feeling every nuance of your breath. Its rhythms, its pauses. Do you wonder where the breath comes from? We can take conscious control over it and breathe in a different kind of a way. But as soon as we take our focus elsewhere, we still breathe. What causes us to breathe? Who is breathing us? As you're feeling the intricacies of your breath, you might not start to notice your pulse or your heartbeat. That steady or not so steady rhythm. Moving the blood all around your body. Feeling that rhythmic pulse now. Pulsing all around the body. pulsing down into the earth. Maybe feeling the earth's pulse too. The earth's pulse and its vibrations and its frequencies are just the same as a human being's. It's no wonder we feel such an affinity to nature and to the earth. And as we notice our pulse and our breath, in this very aware state, we're aligning our heart with our mind. And we're taking our mind down to slower waves, lower frequencies of relaxation and higher awareness. The earth loves it when we do this. And it responds by increasing its lower frequency vibrations too. When you relax and meditate, the earth feels it and joins in. If you, like me, are sat inside, the first time you do this meditation, tomorrow you might like to take this meditation with you and go and sit in nature. Go and sit on some grass or on the sand. You might feel it more powerfully out in nature. So just as we can feel the vibe of a room when we walk into the room, the earth feels the vibe of everybody that's on it. When we meditate like this, we're making the vibe better, not just for ourselves, relaxing our nervous systems, allowing ourselves to heal, giving space for our bodies to heal, repair. We're also doing the same thing for the earth too, and for everybody else on it. The angels want to get in on this now. They're joining our frequencies. As we meditate, we have more access to guidance, to our higher selves, to our guides, and to the angelic realm, to all kinds of different realms. And they love it when we meditate too. They're saying that they're always talking to us, but we don't pick up the phone. And when they see that we're picking up the phone, they love it. That's why they've joined us just now. So they're always calling to us. But sometimes we just go about our lives and we don't listen. So listen deeply now to what the angels want to say to you. They send messages of love and of peace. If you have a specific question for the angels, or your higher self, or the universe, then ask it now in your mind. And then send that question off to them. And listen. Listen for the answer, not just now in this meditation, but every day in your life. You might see clues and information. There's all kinds of ways to get those answers to us. They say they're always calling us, always. Feel free to continue this meditation if you're enjoying this depth of relaxation and connection. And come out of it whenever you want to come out of it. I want to thank you for your practice. And I wish you continued peace, relaxed nervous system, connection with the earth, and connection with the angels. Namaste.